My dear viewer, today you are once again in the studio of Iryna Lupashchenko, artist and scenographer. For many years, I have created the visual atmosphere of theatrical performances on stage, and through painting, I seek to share joy, light, and emotion on canvas. Today's story is light as a feather because I would like to talk about how the image of a flower is born in my art. For me, a flower is much like a woman, delicate and sensitive, vibrant and unforgettable. It is a symbol of life and beauty. That is why I never paint cut flowers. To me, they remain truly alive only while connected to their roots and growing in their natural environment. In a way, it is similar to a person. We draw strength from our history, our culture, and our homeland. When we lose that connection, it becomes difficult to remain whole. Every flower has its own character, personality, and style. Painting flowers is, for me, like discovering a new individual. In many ways, I paint a flower's portrait just as I would paint the portrait of a human being. Today, I would like to share the story behind my sunflowers. What kind of character did I discover while creating this painting? What emotions did I experience? What did I feel when I touched this piece of sunshine growing from the earth? One hot summer day, I came upon an endless field of sunflowers. There were so many that the entire horizon seemed flooded with golden light. The glow stretched all the way into the blue of the sky. That day, I had planned to paint a completely different landscape, but the sunflowers eclipsed everything else. Filled with wonder, I stood in the middle of the field. Sunflowers surrounded me everywhere, in front of me, behind me, all around me. They seemed to embrace me and draw me into their world. I found myself inside a cocoon of warmth and light. For a brief moment, I felt as though I were back in the theater on opening night. I imagined myself stepping onto the stage with the actors, standing beneath the spotlights, and hearing the applause of the audience. There is a special feeling in the theater when, after months of preparation and hard work, you finally receive the audience's response on premiere night. To me, applause has always been the highest reward, and suddenly I understood my own theatrical association. The field was a stage where life itself was performing, and the sunflowers were my golden spotlights. Their radiant color, like theatrical light, filled everything with joy and energy. At that moment, I realized that I was witnessing a premiere of another kind. As I began to paint, I felt that I was creating not only an image, but a new chapter of life itself, one illuminated by golden light and an irrepressible sense of hope. While working on this canvas, I often feel not only like a painter, but also like a director of light. In my hands, the palette becomes more than a collection of colors. It becomes a lighting console where every hue changes the emotional atmosphere of the entire scene. Through paint, I try to achieve what a spotlight achieves in the theater, to reveal the main character, to illuminate its nature, and to make its presence impossible to ignore. Each brushstroke becomes a careful adjustment of light. Sometimes I apply thick layers of oil paint so that light seems to catch on the petals and create dramatic depth. At other times, I use transparent layers that add softness, mystery, and warmth. For me, these sunflowers are not simply plants. They are the leading actors of the performance, captured at the height of an emotional moment when light reveals their hidden grandeur. They stand proudly beneath an imaginary spotlight, each dressed in its own costume of ochre, cadmium, and gold. As a scenographer, I build the composition so that the viewer can feel the rhythm of every petal, almost like the movement of an actor in an expressive dance. I fill the space between the flowers with air, energy, and movement, allowing the scene to remain alive and the performance to continue. This painting is my attempt to preserve that magical moment, nature's final bow after a brilliant performance. It is a moment of complete sincerity, one that deserves endless applause and a heartfelt bravo. My friend, rejoice in life. Value every unique moment you are given. Keep your memories in the treasury of your soul, and may they bring you warmth during life's more difficult days. Thank you for being with me. I am Iryna Lupashchenko. I look forward to seeing you again on my channel, Iryna Lupashchenko Art. Goodbye, and until next time.